With the SEC absent from the national championship game for the first time in 8 years, we tackle the big off-season questions in the conference. Ray Crawford here with managing editor Pete Fiutak and Doug Chapman as well. And Doug, is this finally the breakout year for Butch Jones at Tennessee?
I really think they can make some noise in the East. They were the youngest football team in all FBS last year, a ton of freshmen. The good thing about that, they turn into sophomores. Young kids grow up. Got a great recruiting class coming in. Butch Jones has got some offensive talent there with Hurd and Dobbs. They've got weapons around them. They'll be nasty on defense. They'll make a lot of noise in the SEC East.
A year after Johnny football, Texas A&M goes 8-5. So few. Is this a program that's a contender, or is this just a fun novel?
Wait, first of all, they're still playing football in the SEC? I thought they were going to disband after that bowl season. Texas A&M has got to start winning something. This has been fun, and yeah, they're in the SEC West, the toughest division in college football. Yes, it is. But they got to start winning. They need better defense. They need to upgrade that offense just a little bit now, and they just need to start beating these better teams. It's going to have to start with defense. He's got the players. He's got the talent there. Now's when it's got to start to happen. They've got to win some.
Doug, what's missing at Georgia that's preventing them from getting over the hump?
Yeah, poor Mark Richt. He catches so much flack. He gets so much talent there, and they can't seem to win the big ones or win the title, win the SEC championship game. But look at it. You got to take some heat off of him. 2 years ago, their wide receiving core gets decimated. Running backs get hurt. This past season, Gurley gets suspended, then he comes back and get hurt. You got Hudson Mason at quarterback. He was still finding his way as a first-year guy. They've just had bad luck. They've got the talent there. They've got to try to keep that talent healthy. If they can't do it this year, start pointing fingers at Richt.
Will the offense at Auburn look more like 2013 or 2014?
Well, it's probably somewhere in between, because Jeremy Johnson's going to add a different dimension to this, and everyone around Auburn suggests that he is going to be the next really, really big thing in college football. Nick Marshall was not a bad downfield passer, but Johnson's supposed to just have all the tools, all the talents, and now Auburn, it's probably going to explode again. I don't think it's going to be 2013, but it's going to be really, really good.
Doug, will the Alabama defense get back to being the Alabama defense?
Yes, they were one of the nation's best defenses last year. They weren't bad. They just, if you look around college football, there's only 5 teams in FBS that held their opponent under 300 yards total offense a game. Offense is the name of the game now. Everyone's moving the football. Alabama will look different. They'll be smaller on defense. They're not going to have those big guys. They'll have the talent. They're getting 4- and 5-star guys coming in. They got guys you haven't heard of yet who will be stars next year. They'll look different to handle these spread offenses.
It's splitting hairs, but part of the problem, if there is one, for an Alabama defense to be just an absolutely dominant force and to be what it's been over the last few years, is there's no pass rush. And that secondary, they don't have those lockdown corners like they've had in the past few years. You don't get to the quarterback. You don't get to the Johnny Manziels, the Trevor Knights. All of a sudden, you tend to have problems. Couldn't get to Nick Marshall last year. That was a problem. The secondary got torched.
It's hard to get to the quarterback when the ball's out so quick. It's hard to get a pass rush.
We know they hung their hat on defense at Michigan State over the past few years. Are they going to be a big threat to the Buckeyes in the Big Ten? We tackle the Big Ten off-season questions here on Campus Insiders.